Hey guys, it's Ariana Janae. Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys something really exciting. I'm going to be reviewing the Olivia Jade x Sephora collection Bronze and Illuminate palette. Now, I was really excited to try this, which you guys will see coming up soon. But I was really excited to try this because Olivia Jade is my favorite YouTuber in the entire world. If you know me, you know I always talk about Olivia Jade. Like, I literally love her so much. She's the reason that I started making videos again. So, if by some magical chance Olivia's watching this, thank you so much for all you've done. I love you and thank you for inspiring me, and I was so excited to hear that you were making a palette. If you guys want to see how I got this look and my thoughts about Olivia's palette, then keep on watching. As you can see, I already have all my base makeup on. Before I try out the palette, I'm just going to talk a little bit about what it comes in, what it looks like, all that stuff I usually do. This is what the packaging looks like. It just says Olivia Jade in gold capital lettering. It just has these like circular patterns on it with different shades of like nude and blush, and below that it just says Sephora collection Bronze and Illuminate palette. On the back it has all the shade names and ingredients. Obviously the palette comes in it. It also comes with this card that has a little greeting and pictures of her on it. So here it is. I'm gonna read it to you guys. I think the back is in French, but the other side is in English. So it says, "My angels, I want to say a huge thank you to my subscribers for believing in me and making it possible for me to have the opportunity to create such a beautiful palette with Sephora collection. This has been such a dream of mine, and without all of you, it could have never happened. Thank you for allowing this to be my reality. I hope to see all of you going to the gods. Love you forever, Olivia Jade." That's so cute. I love that sweet little personal touch she added. Now let's get on to what's inside the palette. So the palette is this matte black kind of thing. Sorry about the glare. I'll open it in a second. And it just says Sephora on the bottom in like a not shiny but like satin kind of finish, so it kind of like shows in the light. And the back just says Olivia Jade's Sephora collection Bronze and Illuminate palette, with the description that says this limited edition custom palette was developed in close collaboration with beauty and lifestyle influencer Olivia Jade. The silky soft formula comes in 6 universal shades that allow any skin tone to achieve Olivia's effortless natural bronze glow. Which I agree. One thing that I noticed when I watched her reveal video is that it was very inclusive. I noticed that there was a lot of shades that I could personally use, which is something that I have trouble finding in huge highlighter palettes. But there is also something that people with way lighter skin tones than me could use and way darker skin tones than me can use. So I really appreciated that thought. So this is what the inside looks like. Whoa. There's a plastic thing on it. This is what the shades look like. I noticed there was no names, which doesn't bother me because I've had palettes that have no names for the shades inside the palette, if that makes sense. But I'm just going to be referring to the box so you guys know what each shade is. So the shade in the very upper left hand corner is Twinkie. The shade right to that is Angel Face. Next to that is Magic. Then below Twinkie is 18. Next to that is Legal. And the last shade on the very right bottom corner is YOLO. Since there's no mirror in the palette, which is also another thing I noticed, I'm just going to grab my mirror and we're just going to give it a whirl. The first thing that I'm going to be doing is grabbing the shade Legal, and I'm going to be using that as a bronzer. I'm just going to be taking this Kat Von D Shade and Light brush and tapping my brush into it really lightly. So there's not a lot of kickback, which I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing yet, but we'll see. Okay, it's beautiful. I actually really love it. It blends so easy. And it's not patchy, which is something I have a lot of trouble with. It's very warm. So I don't know if I would prefer this now. It works for my skin tone, but I don't know if I would prefer it now. I think I would prefer it more during the summertime, but it's so beautiful. I'm gonna dip back into that and bronze the rest of my face. One thing I have to note is for how pigmented it is, there's not a lot of kickback or fallout, which is really impressive to me. I'm sorry if throughout this video I seem kind of dead. I'm still sick, so if you notice any cracks on my makeup, that's why. It's not the makeup's fault, it's just my own. Olivia in her video mentioned that YOLO was a really good, not blush shade, but more like a blush topper shade. I don't remember exactly what she said, but it was good for the blush region. So I'm going to be using that for blush, or like a blush topper. Yeah, I'm just going to be using YOLO on my cheeks. And I'm going to be taking it on this Morphe E53 brush. One thing that I noticed with the shade is although there's no kickback on the palette, there is a little bit of kickback tapping off, but that's just what I expect with any face or powder product, so that's completely normal. Just wanted to mention that in comparison to Legal. Now it's very light and glowy. I didn't expect it to be like a full-on like blush, but it is pigmented for what it's supposed to be used for, so I really like it. It just adds a little bit of color, and I would say this is really good for, like, let's say you're wearing no foundation and you're doing a no makeup day. This would be so perfect to just plop on your cheeks. That is absolutely stunning. I don't know if you can see that. It just adds a little bit of color and glow, and I really like it. Now I'm going to go to my eyes and do that before I go to highlight. The first shade that I'm going to be using is Legal, which is that brown shade I used earlier in my crease, and I'm just going to take it on this fluffy brush from Morphe. Just tap it in there and just buff that into my crease. And I love warm brown shades, so this is like absolutely beautiful. Just like the face, super easy to blend and super pigmented. Okay, I'm sorry if the angle changed. My camera just randomly stopped recording, which was annoying and kind of weird. But anyways, now I'm going to be using this shade in the top left corner, which is the gold one that's named Twinkie, and I'm going to be using that on my lid as like the pop of color, if you will. I'm going to be taking that with a Morphe flat like synthetic shader brush. Okay, I don't love how that's coming out with the brush, and I never use a brush for stuff like that, so I'm just going to use one of my fingers. Okay. I'm just going to be blending that with my fingers so everything looks smooth. Now I'm going to be taking the shade Magic, which is this white in the top right hand corner. And I'm going to be putting that on my inner corners just so we can see what it looks like. And I love a really bright inner corner, so yeah. I'm going to be taking that on this little like small detailer brush from Morphe. Oh wow, that's crazy. Okay, so I remember her mentioning this in her video, that this shade isn't like just like white, it actually changes colors into a gold, which I'm not really fond of in my inner corner. It's beautiful. It truly is, but I like more icy stuff, and I should have kind of remembered that. And I think that's why she said the shade name was Magic, is because it changes colors. So I'm gonna come back to my inner corner and add a different shade there, but it's cute. I like it. I also forgot to add some of Legal on my lower lash line to balance out the top, so let me just do that really quick. I'm gonna take the pinky shade in the top middle, which is Angel Face, and I'm gonna be trying that as a brow bone highlight on this flat shader brush, just so we can try it out. I like it. It's very complimentary to my skin tone. It looks very natural. I mean, not natural, but like, it's like, it doesn't look like I have like a crazy like colored highlight. It's really pretty. I like it. It's beautiful. And it blends like all the other shades so easily. The last shade I'm going to be trying is 18, which is the shade right here in the bottom left corner. I know this is Olivia's like favorite shade, so I'm really excited to try it. I heard like from, well, not what I heard, but from the swatches that I saw in her reveal video, it was super blinding. So I'm going to be placing this on my cheekbones, the tip of my nose, my inner corner, and my cupid's bow. For my cheekbones, I'm going to be using this Morphe M501 brush. Just swirling it around in there a little bit. Happy off the excess. So I don't know how blending it's going to be, but we will see. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, I barely put any on the brush, and it looks so good. I see what she was talking about and why she loves this so much. Oh wow, and on camera it looks so good and so smooth, and even in real life it looks so good. It's a little bit icy for my complexion, like for normal days, but on super glam days where I'm wearing like this much makeup, I could see it being so like stunning. Okay, and same for this side. I'm gonna take it also on the small brush I used for my inner corners earlier, and I'm going to put that there on top of Magic. It's so bright. This is a really crazy shade. In the best way though, of course. And then I'm going to take a little bit of it and put it on the tip of my nose. If you didn't know, I flare my nostrils so I could see the tip of my nose, so just letting you know. And I just blend it. Take a little bit more on the detailer brush and drag it from where my inner corners are to the bridge of my nose and blend it with my finger. Now that I'm done using the palette, I'm just going to apply some mascara, maybe add a lip color or lip gloss, and I will wrap up my final thoughts. So I know the lighting is kind of whack always in my makeup area, but this is what the face looks like in daylight or like natural lighting. I love it. It is so glowy, as you can see, and I can't stop looking at my makeup because it just looks so good. So yeah, back to me sitting at the chair talking about my final thoughts on the palette. So final thoughts on the Olivia Jade X Sephora collection Bronze and Illuminate palette. I love this palette. I think it is so versatile. You can use it for so many things, as you saw me do it and Olivia do it. You could use it for your eyes and your face, and I love it. It's I don't even know, like, it's just so good. It's like universal and it works well. Overall, I'd give this palette a 10 out of 10. Congratulations to Olivia and Sephora collection on the palette. It's beautiful. You guys did an amazing job. That's it. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Follow all my social medias. They'll be down below. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video.
Now we're on the bed in my room, and I'm about to fill his shoes, but you say no. You say no. Does he take care of you?